Hello, most welcome to Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional. For today's items only, the investment I'm going to talk today will be Ethereum TKTH. First, want to say happy Tuesday, everybody. A great week so far. It's my third posting as of today. Respect to recording time of 4:56 p.m. on Eastern Time. Ethereum could trade $4,288, about 1.50% so far. As you can see clearly on the left side, the overall crypto market is kind of relatively flat to normalize beside Polkadot and Polygon, which are both surging respectively, with Polygon up about 3% right now, Polkadot's up about 7.34% so far. And on the equity side, we closed on a good note today across the equity market. Seems like we have rebounded relatively healthy today, with Dow Jones up about 0.17% at closing. Nasdaq, which is composed of a lot of the small cap, high growth stocks, up about 3.03%, while at S&P 500 up about 0.19% so far. Right, so healthy green recovery that we experience across the equity market, which subsequently have some anti-correlation onto the crypto market. Right, remember that monetary circulation concept that we've talked about historically, right? So let's look at the news front. I would say there's some active news, not really worth mentioning, but let's just go through them one by one in quick fashion. First one's on Coinbase, flies alongside with Bitcoin, Ethereum in a bullish crypto market. Wow, bullish crypto market. I'm surprised by how fast the media front are changing the verbiage from, crash to correction to bearish to now bullish crypto market, right? But they have forget to mention that we've been trading in a consolidation pattern above the 4,000. Despite the flash crash that we've experienced, we are forming a cup and handle pattern right now, right? Which they forget to mention. So it's always very binary based on, especially coming from Bazinga, based on my observation so far. The next one's on Decrypto 2 hours ago, talk about wearable plots, multi-chain NFT futures with Ethereum, Flow, Texo, and more. So it seems like there is more activities with respect to NFTs. Feel free to read it. It's more commercialization related news on NFT proposition. So, not sure how that, have anything specific that drives any macro affectation onto the price level. But it's interesting, informative for us to know. The next one's on Bazinga about 3 hours ago, talk about Bored Ape 312 sold for 79 Ethereum. So this is a nice one. I do like this picture. It's like a monkey, right? Obviously, Bored Ape is a monkey, and he's wearing like 3D glasses. The blue and red one, and he's wearing a cap that says BAYL. BAYC, not BAYL. Yeah, that makes more sense. Like it's basically the acronym for Bored Ape Yacht Club, BAYC, and has like a teal turquoise background. So it's a nice contrast. I do like it. If I was to buy an NFT, probably would buy this one for 79 Ethereum though. I don't know about that. The next one is talk about on CNBC about 5 hours ago with respect to decentralization illusion, that central bank groups urges regulations of DeFi crypto platform. It seems like there is some momentum that's going on and some development with respect to the obviously central bank on cultivating some refined regulatory or legislation around DeFi cryptos going forward. So it seems like it's in work, but they don't really lay out anything specific in terms of like the timeline, the potential implementation, and etc. etc. But I guess more just good to know news, but nothing really substantive again. And then the last one is really talk about again, right? We saw this earlier today. If you have been looking at the chart just at the most rudimentary level, is why Bitcoin, Ethereum related stocks are rising. Obviously, because Bitcoin and Ethereum has been reversing, that's why we're rising, right? So again, the news are relatively fluff, I would say. So let's just dive right into the technicals. Right now, we are at the 4,294, basically 4,300. We are still fusing together, so the golden cross is about to cross, And let's see, with respect to the RSI is at 49 out of 70, so it's at neutral level. So it seems like the pattern for this unobvious cup and handle is still forming, right? So that means technically if this confirmation is completed, it's going to surge up to a new all-time high, and we're going to obviously break above 4,871, but to above 5,000 would be very logical, to even 6,500 next, right? For Bitcoin, we're reversing right now as well, 35 out of 70, so reversing up as well. It seems like we are in a kind of a mixed signal right now. It's not like leaning too up or down at the moment, just kind of neutral, sustaining above the 50K level, trading on a sideways fashion. There isn't anything that is, any macro drivers that's driving the price level to go up or down yet. So it's just more like people holding on, not doing much, right? Again, the 10th is the CPI report that will get some, clarity around, and also the 14th and 15th, right? So I hope that the news that's coming out will all be positive, right? Get a positive CPI report on the economic outlook. 14 and 15 get some clarification around the COVID variants, the Omicron, developments that, we are, it's not as bad as what we thought, right? That inflationary pressure is getting better. We're slowly opening back up, and that should technically drive euphoria all over again, aka the Santa Claus rally, right? So Dogecoin is at the 1785 right now, flat again with the 31. So right now buying some Dogecoin is not terrible again, right? It's still at a dip right now. Cardano, I would say the same thing. It's still a dip within the 145, 134. It's still good level. I think Dogecoin and Cardano are trading at a relatively comparable fashion. Solana is at 192 right now, down about 2.23%, 42 out of 70. So ideally anywhere from 175, like I said, right? 175. But for me, anywhere from 155 to 133, 113 are still the frames that I would be buying at. XRP is at the down about 1.36% right now. Anywhere from 88 to 78 cents is still the level that I would incur risk. Right, these are I think we're basically in the buying zone right now, so XRP is not terrible either. Polkadot is up about 5.30% right now, reversing back up. So Polkadot is was a buy, and I think it's still a buy because we're still oversold, right? And I think this looks like a downward wedge. So that could, if we confirm this is a downward wedge, will technically form a golden cross, and that will technically leap up as the next momentum comes in, right? So Polkadot seems interesting. Algorand's down about 6% right now, basically just consolidating up, around the 150, 160 level, right? Again, 150, 160 to 150 is still the level. Shiba Inu is flat right now, the 40 out of 70. So ideally, if we want to deplete to a really low level, right, on the RSI scale, we have to get to somewhere around like that 2,900 at minimum. 2,900 to 900 is still the level that I will actually feel comfortable buying Shiba Inu. Polygon is up about 2.36%, still surging with this bullish momentum. You could see clearly on the MACDs forming a upward escalation, just like a rocket shooting up right now, 64 out of 70, so it's relatively overbought. So I'll probably hold off on Polygon. AVAX down about 2.7% right now. Anywhere from 81 to 60 is still the frame that I will personally buy AVAX on. So with respect to risk management level, these are levels that we have mentioned already, so feel free to use this as a reference. Let me know if you have any specific questions. More fluff news. I wasn't planning on doing a third update, but with some volatility in the market, I want to just like keep you guys updated. And yeah, I also have some energy before I actually go off to dinner. So it was a good day, relatively productive. Met some good people. Did a lot as well, so it was a good day overall. All right, appreciate you and take care. Bye.